Hello everyone, welcome to the Performance Racing League pre-race show. I am Hoop BK. Wanted to try something a little different, bring you a little bit of action before the actual race starts. So it allows everyone to kind of filter in before they actually have to start qualifying. Gives some time for everyone to ask questions, give their predictions, gives me time to go over the standings. But let me first share this with the Discord so people will actually join. All right, and we're back. Got a couple of minutes till lobby start. Still very early in this season. This is round 3 of season 17 for the midweek tier 2, which is the action tonight on the PRL Twitch. And driver standings are very, very tight, and yeah, understandably a long way to go, but they have yet to diverge in the standings. Gold Killer leads the table with 57 points. Pickle Tickle is second. He trails by 1 point. Spot Up Triples is third. He trails by 2 points. And DJ, who I'm not sure we're getting tonight, is in fourth place, and he trails by 3 points. So very, very tight at the top. Grack is seventh after winning Japan but not racing last week, so he could throw down a lot of points in a hurry. He's seventh, 19 points behind Gold Killer. So plenty to watch as we continue through season 17. Constructors, well, it's Haas at the top, and McLaren and Red Bull and the V-Carbs trying to chase them down. But, like I said, 2 races done. But now we're kind of getting into, it's no longer the early season kind of deal. You need to make an impact on season 17 right now, starting right now. Because if you don't, it might start getting a little too late for you. It gets late real early. So wanted to call it, we have some new drivers with us tonight. This is kind of a, I don't want to say collaboration, but I sent some invites out to a league that I commentate for on Monday nights on my personal YouTube channel. It's Spark Hashira's League, Participation Trophy Racing. And we have a couple of those drivers from their Division 2 and a couple Division 1 guys in here. So I Constipated, which is, that's Lair, I know him as Lair. Cooks is in their Division 1 over there at PTRL. We have Grack. Gold Killer is actually Division 1 over there as well. Have we gotten anybody else in? Oh, Briars. Went right by Briars. He's from over yonder as well. Should have a couple other guys, maybe not tonight, but in the coming weeks, join us. Pickle Tickle and Pixel are members of that league as well. I think it'll be a nice little influx of drivers trying to fill out these grids a little bit more, and their pace lines up pretty well. So I hope they put on a good show for us tonight, alongside all of your midweek 2 stalwarts such as Rusty Oil Can and Vinny Sips, Spot Up Triples. Let's see if I have any of these people. I have everyone now. Trying to slowly add everyone. There we go. He was already in. Do I have the other guy? I don't think I have Keanu. Sending Kitten Petter an invite because Kitten Petter's having some internet issues, power and internet issues tonight, so hopefully he'll be able to join us. And we're at Bahrain tonight. Should be sunny with a couple clouds. Typical Tilkedrome track, but I think we got some good racing here. There's good spots for overtaking. Plenty of long straightaways, so battery management will definitely come into play tonight. Interesting to see how that unravels. So that's been it for your Performance Racing League pre-race show. Tune in like 30 seconds and we'll get the actual session underway. Insert F1 theme here. Welcome back to Midweek Tier 2 action from Bahrain. It's the first week of a kind of a double header out in the Middle East. I am Hoop BK. Very excited to bring this action to you. I know this is our first stream with Midweek Tier 2 this season. I'm kind of juggling every midweek, all the midweek right now. And I'm trying to slip in and do a couple races as well. So I'm imagining it's going to be about 4 races for each tier that will be broadcasted. Okay, don't need any of that yet. First driver headed out on their lap is I'm Goofy. And that caddy, I think for it to truly be a Cadillac, it has to have some crazy rims. So anyone from General Motors, if you're listening, write that down. That needs to be one of the next upgrades. Don't bother with, reliability, but sick rims. So we're watching I'm Goofy get warmed up around this 5.4 kilometer track. That's a 3.3 miles or so. "15 corners around here." He's exiting turn 13. It's 4 straight line modes. And See, I think it's really just one big boost mode on the front straightaway. Anyways, we'll go on board with Goofy as he comes across the line to start his lap. Long run down into turn number 1. On the brakes, right around where the curb begins out there. It's like 125 meters. Slow turn 1. It tightens into turn 2. So if you're going side by side, you got to be brave or foolish or both. Head down turn 4. Another straight line mode. And it really opens through turn 4, but there's a little bit of an elevation change going across the track. So you got to be careful with that. Changes the grip a bit. Winds into turn 8, very tight. So you'll see some dives there. And now towards the tricky 9 and 10 complex. You have to like trail brake through here to get the car slowed. You'll see moves into there. Some of them will work out. Many of them won't. Another straight line mode run down to turn 11. Love turn 11 here. You get on the throttle early. Wash out to the outside and you start to go through these high-speed right-handers. Bit earlier of an apex in turn 13 than I would traditionally take. I would usually go deeper and then get it a very late apex to maximize the speed down the straight. That's 14, and then this little kink is turn 15. Straight line mode enabled on the boost, draining the battery. First lap of the session is a 129.6. It's not a number. That's going to be Briars. Briars in the RB. The colors are tricky here. Briars 129.5, so he'll jump to provisional pole. 14 minutes left. Everyone on their out laps or push laps. Hey, Kitten Petter is in, so that should make it 19 for tonight's race. So everyone is out on track except for DJ on the beat. X-Master. That's the 3-meter master, 129.491. Rest of you will put down a lap as well. Let's see who's going to come across the line. Next, it's the Alpine of number 2, 130.6. And now Laird jumps to the top of the board, a 129.3. I'm going to call him Laird. Actually, you know what? I am going to call him Constipated because that's his name right here. So, Constipated at the top of the board. I'm sure I'm going to throw in some puds tonight then. Spot Up getting a warm-up lap in, and Gold Killer, our championship leader, a 130.6. Imagine there'll be a lot of out, push, recharge, push. And Collier, who I believe is new this season. I have not seen him race before, so welcome, Collier. Nice to have you here with us in PRL. We're excited to see what you can bring us here. That's going to be an Audi, actually, of Grak. Grak, our winner in Japan, round 1. He jumps to the top of the board. The first 128.9 of the day. I have to go back and see how much you won Japan by. But every time he races, he is at the sharp end of the field. Cooks will abandon his lap. Go to the Williams of Keanu Kono. Is Spot Up pushing? Spot Up is pushing, actually. Let's see where he ends up. 130.4 is good for P7. Keanu to the line, 130.8 is P13 of 14 drivers. You have put down times so far. It's going to be Vinny Sips next across the line. Losing a couple of drivers. Vinny, I think a bit of a warm-up lap. Make sure no one is banging on the door to get in at this rate. And I believe Heated Swag has put down a 130.6. So now 16 drivers. Put down lap times. Master at the second split line is down a bit. So he had A1 pushing right now. Number 2, it could be number 11, I guess, but we'll just call him number, is up half a second through 2 sectors. So looking to jump into the top 6, top 5. But something I've noticed with qualifying with these new regulations is you can see big improvements in Sector 1 and Sector 2, but if you've left yourself no battery for Sector 3, you can lose it all. That doesn't happen here as he jumps to P6, a 129.9, hops onto the 3rd row. Ken Petter having some real issues with his internet, apparently. He says this race is sponsored by Spectrum. So shout out Spectrum for really screwing over Ken Petter tonight. Then he's starting a real push lap here. Getting towards the halfway point of the session. Here's Pickle Tickle in the Haas. This is half of the constructors leading duo. I think if you're going to build a team for consistent, really strong finishes, like you have built this Haas duo, I think that's a real threat. And Pickle Tickle all the way to the inside. I thought he was going to hit the pit lane. 129.9. He will join his teammate on row 4 for the time being. That is a really solid duo. Uno Cinco had a fantastic first sector compared to his first run. He's up 5/10. Here, real quick, I'm going to send Kitten Petter an invite if, you know, his thing works. Send one to Grack just to make sure. And that's really fun. I've pretty much added everyone for both of the leagues I do comps for, so the list is just really long. Oh man, I'm sorry, Kid Fitter. You got really screwed here. See if I can catch. Yep, Goofy, small improvement through 2 sectors. The Cadillac headed towards the line. He put down the first lap of the session, and it's a slight improvement. He will remain in P5. So I believe that's going to be Rusty to the line to start a lap. And then we've got a whole line of cars. There we go. Pixel Knight and the Haas jumps to P5. See, I feel like I just missed someone coming across the line. Was it Gold Killer? Briars? My apologies to whoever just put down the lap to jump up a touch in this on the leaderboard, but Gold Killer already invalidated. Spot up, I think, is going to be on a real push now. Yep, 10.5 up. Trying to break into the top 10. I think it'd be a good goal for this second run. We'll check in on Constipated, see if anything is moving here. There we go. There's my first one. Up 4/10, so could be closing up on Grack. Turn it to a real fight for pole position. 6 minutes left in the session. And to the line he comes. Oh. Yeah, top to the... There we go. That was weird, I think. That happened a little late, but Constipated to the top of the board, 128.8. So by half a tenth, he is at the very top. Master in third, Briars in fourth. Spot of triples has just leapt up into P7. Rusty found some improvement, I believe, up to P11. No Gold Killer still has a lot of time to find here. More than he has shown. We can still see a mix-up with DJ, yet to put down a lap. Cooks is back in the session, so perhaps he'll get a chance to put down a qualifying lap as well. Let's see, the 3-meter master. Is he pushing it all? Yes, up 2 tenths. So trying to reel in the top row. We'll hop to... Oh, wow, just had another big jump. That was DJ getting a lap in. Missed the Gold Killer split. So DJ jumps to P3. That's pretty much who Master is chasing now. But he did not find improvement that lap. Lost a tenth to Gold Killer. Finds nearly 8 tenths. He will jump to P4. So there you go. Our championship leader showing the pace that we have seen from him. A nice tight battle here in the top 5, top 7. And that was DJ's first lap as well. Let's see if he has even more time to find. Whoa. Got a little bit too much of the apex there at turn 10. Number not really pushing on. Rusty might be pushing, but is down through one sector. Let's see where he is at sector 2. There's a lot of traffic in front of him. Collier has invalidated. And I still looked away, so I did not see. Oh, okay. Rusty making his way by. I guess Collier had it invalidated. Did not... Not sure if that was going to be a bit of a blocking there. If he impeded his lap. But we'll let the stewards decide that. I am just here to yap. We'll go to Cooks, who's on his first lap. So no benchmark, but he's at 28.6 at the first sector line. We're going to have a Haas or a Cadillac get to the line here. That's Pixel Knight starting a lap. Couple drivers coming into the pits. And Grack about to start a push lap. No longer in the driver's seat on the qualifying board. So trying to chase down Constipated. We know what this Audi man can do. I believe Number or Heated Swag just came across the line to improve their position. I think it was Heated Swag in the McLaren. Jumps up to P10. Goofy pretty steady through one sector. I think Pixel Knight is just trying to get back around for another push. Is Briars pushing? He is. He's up a tenth and a half. So try to break it to the top 5. Crack down 2 tenths through a sector. I'm Goofy finding some time. And Briars finding some time as well, 129.4. Jumps into the top 5. Wasn't he there before? I don't remember. Oh well. I think Grack actually charging up again. Did not like his first sector, so now he's going to start another push. "20 seconds remaining in the session. Some drivers get back to the line to start their laps. DJ just got to the line. I think we'll have a couple of cars coming in. Spot up. No, it's not spot up. Number just found some time. P10. As the checkered flag waves, we've had a couple of retirements. A couple of drivers that will not be able to improve their time. It's Gold Killer, Master, near the sharp end of the field. Their times are locked in. They will be 4th and 6th, respectively, at best. I think we're going to have a caddy run into the line here. Is that Goofy? No, that's Vinny Sips. He does not find any time. Is it Spot up to the line? He will be locked into 9th at best. We're watching Constipated. I did not get to see any of his split times. Can he put Pole further out of reach? He can. 128.7. Grack has found just a smidge of time through 2 sectors. He needs a fantastic final sector here. Does he have anything left in the tank? 128.9, but no improvement for him. DJ has it validated. Heated Swag might be the last driver on a push lap. He's found a little bit of time. He's kind of flirting with the top 10, top 8 here. We get 2 McLarens in the top 10. Pushing all the way to the line, 129.0. We get even better than that. We get 2 McLarens in the first 2 rows. Fantastic showing from the Papaya duo. Heated Swag, the final lap of qualifying, throws his McLaren into P3. So here are your results and your grid for tonight's Grand Prix. We have Constipated, pole on debut. He pips F1 Grack to pole position. We get the McLarens on row 2, Gold Killer and Briars on row 3, Master and Goofy row 4, Pixel Knight and Spot Up triples round out the top 10. Then we get Pickle Tickle, Number, Juck Hooks, Uno Cinco, Vinny Sips, Rusty Oil Can, Keanu Kono, and D. Collier, running out an 18-car grid. That unfortunately will not include Kitten Petter, who needs to go find the Spectrum Man and beat him with his fists. So formation lap is back on. Appears whatever glitch that was seen sometimes with the formation lap has been fixed. I hadn't seen anything. Other leagues that I've been a part of had kept it on and didn't see anything, but it's good that there was no opportunity for something bad to happen here. Take a couple of seconds, and we'll go to break. How about that? We'll play some ads for you. And we're back after a word from our sponsor, Spectrum. Kitten Petter says that someone in a call center is going to have a hell of a day tomorrow, which is really funny because I believe our friend Jesper works in a call center. I mean, in Sweden, but Just imagining Jesper being on the other side of an internet outage. Let's check in on the tire selections, which is not right there, excuse me. Seeing mediums and softs here. Like most other places, it's probably going to be a one stop. You'll probably see some jump to a 2. It's all about that tire management in the early going. Interested to see if there's any hard selection here. Though I did just see a message from the other tier that they're having trouble actually being able to select the hards for the first stint. I know the game does some weird things because it's like it's how the allocations are or something. I don't know. And the formation lap underway. I hope Constipated got back from his pee, which is also kind of funny. Appears that he has. Let's check out the tires real quick. It is all mediums except for Uno Cinco, who will not participate in the formation lap. All mediums. So probably a medium hard, medium soft. I'm not sure. But it seems like the one stop has been the go-to around this course for the last few seasons, last few iterations of the game. Kind of shame there's no real variety for this one. So everyone, as of now, except for Uno Cinco, on the same strat. So it'll come down to just medal for moving up the ranks in the early going. You won't have any tire advantage. AWS says 2-stop and 3-stop, which I highly doubt. I highly doubt the 3-stop. How about that? The 2-stop is certainly on the table. And here we go. We're going to move to position change. As our pole sitter pulls up to his grid box. Whoa. That's a way to get everything heated up there. He'll pull into his grid box at the front of the field. Brack will join alongside him, very much to the right of his grid box, but pointed towards Constipated. So try to get a good run off the line. Everyone is there. We are ready to go from Bahrain, round 3 of PRL Midweek 2, just moments away. 5 red lights are on, and they are off. We are underway from Bahrain. A lot of movement near the rear. Moving in the midfield. It looks like Brack has gotten alongside, and he will have the inside line as they head towards turn 1 and take the lead. Leaves the room. It's tough to be side by side into turn 2 there. Constipated had to back out. It's going to leave DJ alongside him. I see carbon fiber flying in the background. DJ will make a move on Constipated, and immediately our pole sitter down 2 spots. Oh, Gold Killer's tumbling down the order. And he has... I can't tell if he has any damage. We did see some carbon fiber flying off in the background. So have a bit of a melee here in the upper midfield. Cooks is up 6. He's up to P7. Gets really close to McLaren under braking. I think a little bit of a a chain reaction there. And Heated Swag, unfortunately, gets a little spin. I think Cooks was on the brakes at time, but Briars may have got it to the rear of him and kind of helped Heated Swag get moved. Rusty up 7. Starting to settle down a little bit here. Spot Up triples down 3. Bad start for him. Trying to see if perhaps he has any damage. He does not. He's holding Uno Cinco behind him. And yeah, Gold Killer must have had a real issue. No one coming to the pit lane this time as DJ to the high side. And will make a move for the lead. Can he at least get the angle for turn 2? He can. It's going to be a better run for the Audi on the inside. Grack and DJ side by side as we head down towards turn number 4. Both of them backing off early to get a little bit of lifted coast, get some battery regen. They are still side by side as they wind their way through this high-speed section. Grack will back out, and DJ will hold on to the lead. It is secured once more for the McLaren driver. A lot of good racing there through Sector 1, as you saw, compared from Lap 1 to Lap 2. It is very difficult to be side by side at that little kink that is turn 2. It's very, very tight there. Left each other just enough room. And if you're on the outside, you have to be able to get your elbows out and start to make that move towards the middle of the track so that you actually have the angle to make turn 2. So great work by DJ there. And he comes away holding on to the lead still. Grack just behind, though, once more. He's within 2/10. Master took a good look at the inside of Constipated. Insert joke here. There's got to be a joke in there somewhere. He takes a good look to the inside. Is that like a colonoscopy in this case? Cooks looks to the inside of Pixel Knight. Does not come away with a good move, though. We have a couple of moves in the back. Pickle Tickle gets by number. Uno Cinco and Spot Up side by side through the kick. Spot Up comes out ahead in P13. Gold Killer sitting there as well. That's our championship leader, down 10 spots. And then one of our other contenders, Spot Up, triples down 3 in P13. So these two will converge on each other after a fantastic race-long battle last week at Brazil. Legitimately battling for 36 laps. And Gold Killer came away with the victory. So perhaps another race-long battle here, just not quite for P1 yet. We're looking at another one of the contenders last week, DJ on the beat, who believe it was a strategy call, went with 2 stops and ended up costing him the victory in the end. Also a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. He is under pressure from Grack. Getting a bit of regen here. And back down the front straightaway they go, taking us to lap number 4. 29 laps here at Bahrain. We have a move to the inside. Does not quite get the overlap, but the space is afforded. He's going to be able to at least get alongside. Oh, but gets on the throttle too hard into turn number 2. He's going to lose a bunch of time there, and he'll lose a spot. Constipated alongside him. He'll have the inside line into turn 4, but Grack will keep the position. That'll bring Master up to the rear of this battle as well. So 4-car breakaway here at the front of the field. 2.5 seconds back to Briars, who is towing along Pixel Knight and Heated Swag for the time being. We have Cooks and Goofy. Cooks trying to join this trade. He might be able to get there. And then it's just everyone within a second of the car in front of them. And Collier still trying to catch back up to this grid-long train. Still in sight. DJ trying to get the chance, or take advantage of this chance to run away after Grack's mistake. Trying to reel him back in. He's used a lot of battery this lap. And he'll be within the boost mode. Just don't know if we really have the battery to take advantage of it. Have some side-by-side here. Briars and Pixel Knight. Pixel Knight to the inside. Oh, Master's going to get to the inside of Constipated as well. We'll hop to there. Ooh, very, very tight. Master will hold on to the position. And move up to P3. We've got a lot of movement here. Spot Up and Gold Killer going at it. Pickle Tickle, oh, number has gone off. That's what it is. Hey, Kid Petter, do you want to hop in for some comms here? Just let me know. Add you to my party. We'll look at this long train. Pixel Knight now leading this group from P5 as he's made his way past Briars. Hey, I wouldn't mind if you want to hop in and saves my voice a little bit. Here, give me 1 second. Let me invite you. We get a good battle here for P3. Master and Constipated still going at it. Ooh, turn in and a bit of a tap there. Constipated maybe a bit too much turn in. He's going to give the position. Oh, I thought there was going to be a swap there. Alright, so it's going to bring these two a bit further back from the top two. Grack has reeled DJ in a bit. Oh, but another big moment coming out of the slow speed. Coming out of turn 10 this time. So Grack having trouble finding how much throttle he needs to give it coming out of the slower speed corners. We had Goofy get by Heated Swag. And Heated Swag trying to respond here. Side by side through 11. Wow, look at that. Swag's going to have a good run around the outside. And he's going to have the spot. Welcome in, Kid Petter. Sorry that your race has gone to shit, but happy that you could join us tonight.
Well, yeah, I unfortunately have had the worst afternoon during the charter spectrum, but I think this is a nice little caveat. Get to talk a little racing with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I mean, primarily what I've seen today is Dijonda is going crazy. Grack is going crazy. And I also like all of your Constipated jokes.
There we go. I'm going to keep him rolling then, which is what he can't do. That was a terrible one.
I mean, a little low effort, but I mean, yeah, it did work. No, I'd yeah. I mean, this has just been a terrible day for me. Spectrum went out at 12 o'clock, and they keep pushing back the time that will be fixed. I started to realize that it would be pretty close to when the race is going to start. I've had spotty service ever since.
That's always the worst, because especially when it happens in the middle of the day, where you're like, all right, well, I'm going to spend like the rest of the day waiting for for this to happen, for it to come back on.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what could have possibly happened at noon on a Wednesday to knock it out for an entire area, but it did happen. And now I'm on the market for a new internet provider.
So we'll have a new sponsor next week. It will not be Charter Spectrum.
Probably not.
So we see Briars and Pixel Knight going at it here for P6. Still side by side into 5, 6, and 7. Getting some pretty good racing here through the end of Sector 1, beginning of Sector 2.
Yeah. And I think the helicopter shot here really seals the deal. It's just a beautiful camera angle if you're getting that too. Around the S section and in the hairpin.
So they'll continue one behind the other. Getting a little bit more spacing out as, oh no, our leader has picked up a 3-second time penalty for track limits. So DJ actually hasn't been under too much pressure from Grax since the numerous slip-ups. 2.5 seconds up the road, but now a 3-second penalty coming his way. Oh, and Grax going to come to the pit lane.
Certainly not ideal. Are we going for a 2-stop here?
Yep, so 8 laps.
That's really early.
8 laps on the medium. He's going to go medium, medium, soft, it appears. Which is interesting. Because it means that regardless of what happens, he will have to stop again. I would have almost gone hards just to see if you can undercut, and then if you're not feeling the hards, just pit again later to go onto the soft tire. But he's going to take advantage of this rubber, blow by Collier, and move into P15. Rusty had also come into the pit lane. He's gone medium hards. So I guess kind of what I had mentioned previously of maybe you try to stretch it, and maybe if it's just not working, you just slip a second stop in there.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like this is a place where one stop is kind of the go-to. I guess you can do 2, but
just not sure if it's the winning strategy here.
Yeah. I mean, I'm very intrigued to find out. I had a first-hand experience watching Grack drive away from me at Suzuka.
Oh, we have contact. Sorry, coming out of turn 15, Constipated and Master got into each other. They've been going at it for a couple of laps now. Trying to see if there's any damage to the Mercedes. A big lockup as Constipated goes deep, and they touch once more into turn 1. So we're getting a little argy-bargy here in the last few laps between these two.
I do wonder. I'm on board with Constipated right now. I do wonder if he has a little bit of floor damage.
Yeah, that's certainly a possibility.
That looked very sketchy from him for like 2 corners in a row.
And he got on the brakes, and the tires just locked up going into turn 1.
Yeah, it looks like it locked up the rears. We'll just have to monitor that gap here.
A couple of other battles going on here. Grack, oh, we saw it. That's another big snap from him. Coming out of turn 8 that time. He's trying to get by number. New tires versus old. He's right on the gearbox. Goodness. He is bump drafting him through the straight after turn 10 and will make the move. That was quite close.
It was pretty tight.
See if I can pull up my timing sheet here. Realize I didn't have it on. Come on. Here we go. So now I can see the lap times from everyone's last lap. This group still quite tight here. This is a P5 through P7. Pixel Knight, Briars, and Gold Killer having joined the mix here. Pickle Tickle into the pit lane. That's a little bit more one stop for me. 10 and 19, considering how tough the hards are. Generally,
Yeah.
like they're made of vibranium or something. You can just run them forever.
You can't, but I was, like, whenever I was doing a little bit of practice here, because I thought I was going to do a race up until about 30 minutes ago, the locks do, or the rears do lock up quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And the car was really twitchy all the time. So I do think tire management is super key here, and that might make the hard tires the best tires if you want.
Right. Master joins the club with a 3-second time penalty. Take a quick look at that, see if all of those are 3 seconds. Yeah. And Greg,
we're going to see a couple of those.
making another move here up to P10, gets by Vinny. Let's see what he's pushing at right now.
And just watching Greg's line, especially out of the back straight, I think he's probably going to get a little soon too. I think we're going to see a lot of these.
Greg just put down a 132.8. DJ, our leader, a 133.4 that lap. So maybe not as much time as you would hope to make up on the leader, but also having to pick through traffic a bit. Now he has some clear track in front of him, 6 seconds from anybody else. There we go. I'm getting a good helicopter shot.
But there we go. That's what I was talking about when I first joined. I love this helicopter shot. But
And every time you want it, though, it doesn't. You're stuck with like a second onboard camera or something.
that's something we've been dealing with for 10 years.
It's going to get quite interesting here as they head towards turn 13. Well, Constipated and Master making moves on each other as DJ will come into the pit lane. But yeah, 4-car mix-up here for P4. Heck, make it 5. Spot Up Triples is right there as well. Oh,
I do think 13, somewhere between 12 and 14 was the time to get off those mediums if you do it hard.
okay. So maybe now definitely in that window. We've seen a couple of drivers already make the jump, but possibly them realizing what you said earlier, that the hards just might be the go-to tire. You want to get on those hards as soon as possible.
I mean that is why I kind of question the two-stop. I just didn't think you're not going to save 30 seconds around your outfit, which is about what a pit stop is. But yeah, I think this is a place where the strategy can play out. I'm a big fan of Bahrain in general because of that. There's a lot of tire management and whatnot that goes into this race.
Whoa, looking at the battle for P2, and Gold Killer's gone straight through at turn 13. Just could not. Oh, and now he's lost it trying to get back on the throttle.
Oh.
Unfortunate turn of events for our championship leader. He's trying to get it going again.
He did a good job of keeping it out of the wall.
Yeah.
But that is probably small fries if you're
Bit of a stack up coming into the pit lane as Briar's Pixel Knight, Heated Swag all coming in at the same time. They were in a tense battle. As Jacooks actually puts down the fastest lap of the race. He's going to move into P5 for the time being.
Yeah, a couple of these guys are are new, aren't they? So
Yep.
some really good performances to start off with.
Yep. I mentioned in our pre-race show, we basically sent out an open invite to one of the other leagues that I do commentary for. It's like, hey, trying to get some more guys at PRL Midweek Tier 2. Hop on in. So we've got a handful of guys joining us tonight, including our leader, Constipated. Cooks as well.
I mean, I think there's just never going to be a point in time where you can say constipated professionally.
I'm trying really hard. I'm trying so hard to try to keep it professional.
Well, constipated is coming into the pits right now.
He's ready to let loose. Comes into the pit lane. He's gone 14 on the medium tires, so pretty much splitting the race in half.
Yeah, I think that's probably the way to go, because the hards at the end are probably going to be 4/10, 6/10 a lot faster. The mediums do start to fall off quick once you wear them out.
I think it's cost him in the short run, but he can also really push on these tires compared to someone like Rusty or Pickle Tickle or Uno Cinco, who've been out there 4, 5, 6 laps already.
Yeah, it's full go for him at this point.
DJ sitting in P2 now, trying to track down Grack. Grack, as we had mentioned before, on that 2-stop strategy, but that's he might be looking to pit again already, but he's lost an entire pit stop. Just not making up the time.
That was medium soft, you thought?
Yeah, but I think it could just turn into medium hard here.
Yeah, I mean, it is an interesting strategy, and if you're trying to win the race, I don't blame the guy for doing something like that. But it is kind of hard to envision him beating Jonda and constipated.
Yeah, but DJ just turns in the fastest lap of the race. Grack went defensive. We'll get back to his racing line and hold him off for at least one more corner. Big lockup on entry, though.
He's all over him.
As I said, I don't think this is going to last too much longer, as Cooks will also get around the outside of Master. That's a move for P3. Cooks has actually turned in a pretty good race so far.
Yeah.
He's fought his way up onto a podium position.
Yeah, I think he has the ability to probably stay there from this point. I think he has...
Oh, a tap! Oh, no! DJ has gotten into the back of Grack at turn number 8. They sent him off spinning, but he backs off to let Grack return to the lead. Great show of sportsmanship there. Maybe just got a little too close under braking and a bit of a tap, but they will both continue on.
With the net code and stuff like that, that is a great show of sportsmanship. Sportsmanship, pass it on.
Pass it on. It's like, Coach, I touched it. I touched it last. Well, how about you don't go over there and tell the ref that you touched it last?
The dumbest information of all time. So no, I mean, in this place, it is acceptable. I respect that.
And it's like still middle of the race as well. It's not like we're in the final lap or something. So he knows he's going to have another chance to get back to him, but doesn't want to take the lead, possibly for good, on something like that.
Yeah, I also think you have to think of the mental game here, where...
Oh, no, but Grack has gone off again, this time by himself at turn number 3.
Where I think John might have just tricked him.
It was the hit L2 to intimidate kind of deal there.
Yeah, that could be possible.
That does bring out the virtual safety car. Grack missing a lot of that front wing.
Yeah, that looks like a aero package from a super speedway and IndyCar.
Yes, I just ripped the thing off.
Both the end plates are gone. That's pretty much just a bit of carbon fiber there on the front.
So we do get some takers on pit lane already. Uno Cinco, Vinny Sips, Collier, Giannacono, who was on soft tires, all jumping to a different compound here. It's kind of funny. I think this is what Grack would have wanted as long as it wasn't him that brought it out.
Yeah. It's too far out for softs currently. So the move for everyone has to be mediums, I think, at this point.
And the VSC has been withdrawn, so only those 4 drivers previously mentioned were able to take advantage of that quicker pit stop. Oh man, huge lock. I don't even know if he can get the car turned now. Just watching Grack try to get back to the pit lane. Also without possibly killing someone behind him. But he'll get there safely.
That was a struggle watching him through that third sector.
Guys just could not get any. That final corner, it just went straight. Just straight on.
Yeah. Whenever you lose front end plates like that, I mean, the tires overheat. It just becomes impossible to drive.
So it'll help a lot of cars shift up the order. Oh my god, jump into P5. We have a mess here at spot up. I think got turned. And he's going to lose a couple of spots. That was from 5th to 11th, all sitting right there. As I jumped to them, it was either, I think I'm Goofy getting to the inside, but possibly not quite leaving enough room on the outside for spot up. And a little half spin. Spot up does get away, but losing 6 spots.
Not ideal.
Suboptimal for sure.
Just a little half spin like that, especially when this tier's so close. He's a lot of spots. Big mistake.
But also, he could reel this group right back in and start to pick his way through anyway, and end up back towards where he was.
He sure can. Caught on to the back of this DRS train about, was that
5th to 11th.
5th to 11th.
I'm Goofy leads that train. He's on 8-lap old medium tires, and yeah, he's going to ditch him now. Saw a bit of wobbling from him during that lap, so possibly that contributed to that incident.
Yeah, I don't want to. I won't blame you for anyone for anything. But that could have been. It was in turn 1, probably just a bit of an optimistic move.
Now that group has been cut down to Briars, Rusty, Pixel Knight, and Pickle Tickle. Oh, Heated Swag and Spot Up also reeled it back in. That gap was over a second, but still very close. Rusty, sometimes he gets his flack, but he is fantastic at placing his car for defensive maneuvers. He's on the inside right now. Oh, but has just found his way into the side pod of Briars. Oh, man. All right.
That was perfect timing.
That couldn't have gone any better. Because he had excellent placement going into turn 8, trying to keep back Pixel Knight. And then once we went into 9 and 10, 9 and 10 are really tricky here under braking.
Yeah.
And just sent it right into the side pod. He does have an end plate missing now.
I'll be fair to Rusty there. It is easy to lock up that left front heading in that corner, especially going side by side. Yeah.
Yeah, but as the commentator curse, rearing its head. Good news for Spot Up, though, as he will get by Rusty. They're still side by side, actually, through 1 and 2. Turn 2 is certainly something here. We've seen a lot of side by side battles, and you got to get it just right, both drivers.
Yeah. God, I mean, the car gets so. It's such a in acceleration coming off of turn one.
Right.
You have to hit that turn two perfectly. And if you're going side by side, it is a true.
That's a true test, huh?
Yeah.
It seems like if you're on the inside of turn one, it is pretty much up to you. You can sit right in the middle towards turn two and squeeze out the car on your outside / inside, or you can allow them to at least get back towards the track so they have an angle to make it through.
But the car on the outside can also kind of dictate what happens as well.
Right, he could just shove his nose there, just get to the apex, and try to usher them off towards turn three. Yeah, absolutely.
It can go a lot of different ways. You gotta trust your racing.
We almost had one of those moments, turn one, turn two, Master and Constipated once more going at it. I think the Williams ended up going a bit deep and maybe a little off. So he loses the position for now, but Penn's still coming the way of the Mercedes man.
Just a lot of stuff in general going on. I do think a lot of these guys will get in this race. Still 8 laps left. I don't think the penalties are over yet.
We'll definitely rack up a few more. Already 8 drivers with penalties in an 18-car field.
It is. I mean, you said it earlier, Jock Hooks. Great driver in his first race.
Yeah, and it's really just been keeping his nose clean. And then I think a bit of an undercut on some of those around him. Just fine at some good pace, and he's found his way to P2.
Yeah. That's all you want to see. A lot of guys taking some gambles on this draft. I think it's always going to be one stop either way, but it's nice to see some guys getting up there.
See if Heated Swag's going to send it on the inside of Pixel Knight. He's going to try, but doesn't quite get there. He still has Pixel Knight's teammate Pickle Tickle just behind him. I like to call this... sometimes you call this a Haas sandwich. It's really a McLaren sandwich with Haas bread. So still the meat in that sandwich. There we go.
It is I guess it is the bread. So this is
Oh, but he has a bit of a moment out of turn 10, and I think the bread is going to get smushed together here.
Yeah. And that's in the 4 laps I was able to do driving around here early this morning. That is the killer in this lap. Is out of that corner, turn 9. Gets so much wheel spin. And they'll take off half a second every lap time.
It's like you just want to get back on the throttle because you see a straightaway and you're like, all right, let's go fast. But still coming out of such a tight slow speed corner, have to open up the steering before you can really get on it there.
Double revs. I mean, you have to be concerned about what engine mode you're in at the same time as well, because it will contribute to that. It is a bit of an issue.
I'm watching Pixel Knight try to track down Briars here for P5. Briars has been placing the car pretty well defensively, especially into that corner there, turn 8. I've seen a couple of laps now.
Yeah, I agree with that. Briars is also a new guy that we just kind of gotten in here.
Yep.
And he's been driving pretty well today as well.
Still might be under threat from the Haas. They head down towards 11, but no attempt at a move there. So we're just kind of staying in formation.
Yeah, I think he's saving up for straight.
Gold Killer is on the back of this train. He was he ran a 131.6 last lap, and most of this group ahead was running 133.5s, 133.7s. So he has really reeled them in. Spot Up Triples had a personal best last lap, 132.1. So this group is about to get busier.
I kind of thought, I mean, I don't want to count Gold Killer out, but I did kind of think he might have been done for after the incident. Yeah, like I said, Bars did a great job defensively. And that's kind of holding this entire train up.
Yeah. And he's going to lose these spots anyway because of the PEDs, but you never know what could happen. Maybe he's going to... You could fight a track limits.
Yeah.
Still great positioning there, making the Haas go to the outside. So he's going to have the inside line once more through 9 and 10. Gold Killer is going to pick by Pickle Tickle. Goodness, that was a tough one to say. So Gold Killer moves into P8. I think he's about to go pretty aggressive here to try to break this train up one by one.
Yeah. Yeah, the back end of his car to that section was pretty telling. This thing is set up. He's loose.
Ooh, Heated Swag got to the inside of Pixel Knight and spins. Really tried to put it...
Oh my god. I can't even finish my thought. That's unfortunate for Heated Swag. That was a home run he had going.
Tried to get in there too wide. And, oh, he might have a little bit of damage to that car. But just not enough room left on the inside to make that work. Door was closing pretty quickly.
He kind of bounced outside. Unfortunately, I think he had the car held his line.
So I'm going to give you a chance to finish your thought on Gold Killer's setup because he has now moved into P6. He's got one more car to pick through.
I don't know. I mean, if he ain't got anything else going on, I'd look at this for a little bit. He's very twitchy, and he's kind of dropping the hell out of it. So. I agree with you that I think that he's going to pick these guys off. He looks like the best car in this group right now.
He is the championship leader, and he's going to blow by Briars, turn 11. This might be a twofer, as Pixel Knight is almost to the inside of Briars, has to back out of it. Gold Killer now in some fresh air, but 14 seconds behind Master. Got a long way to go in 4 or 5 laps.
That's true. At least a second a lap faster, but yeah, ain't got much time left.
He just needs to find with the penalties. Let's see, because I think it's 6 seconds worth of penalties for Master right now. So just find 7 seconds over the next couple laps. That is a little bit more doable than 13.
It's also pretty easy to do. Yeah, I mean, right.
So he has the fresh air, but also it's a little bit harder to break away from a train. We've seen Briars be at the front of this train for laps upon laps upon laps, but I think he just gets outside that 1 second, he might be able to finally break free.
Maybe. So you don't have to fight anymore, you can sort of tires for it. That's a really good gap. And you have to see what his back was like as well.
Right. Oh man, yeah. I jumped to look at Grack. He went wide through turn number 3 and waited to rejoin to the track and got hit with a 10-second time penalty. So it has not gone according to plan for him.
mean, I was really interested in seeing what Rack would do, but yeah, 16-second penalty.
Well,
Can't recover from that.
right. Something else he might not be able to recover from, some severe front wing damage for Briars. It must have been while I was looking for Grack. He fell down, got passed by both of the Hosses. Gold Killer was also passed by the Hosses. So perhaps contact between Gold and Briars has left him with a pretty rough looking front wing. 3 wide into turn 1. Killer backs out. It's actually going to leave some room for Briars around the outside. This is going to get interesting into 2. Had to really cut it close. Lack of front downforce hurt him there. Now the Haas duo might try to run away with this. Briars still with not much wing will get to the inside and move to P6. He's still fighting back. That thing is limping, but he is fighting back.
The spot up, I think. Lost it out of that corner. Turn 3. And now he's on the back.
Yeah, Grack will call it quits in the pit lane. Just a once promising day has gone terribly awry for our one-time winner this season.
Hate that for Grack, but I mean, he has shown nothing but pace the first couple rounds, so nothing to hang your head about.
Every time he shows up, he's going to put on a show and put up a fight for a top spot. So we'll see him, if not next week, because he shows up sporadically, then whatever time, I'm sure he will be right there in the mix.
I think the strategy was a little off this week, but he'll probably be beating the hell out of me next week.
Got still watching this 5-car battle for now P5. I see Spot Up getting to the inside of Briars. Ooh, another tap. Briars misjudged the turn in there. It's scrappy for sure.
Some serious stuff going on back here.
Gold Killer thought about sticking the nose in. Into turn 4. Oh, he's lost the car on exit of 4. That'll set him to the back. I think it was one of those just getting on the throttle a bit too quickly and just lose the rear.
That's what you gotta be careful about. Like it's just easy. Like these cars are really jumpy. It's all like hard acceleration points where you just go 2% more than you should. And the car steps out and you're done.
Yeah, I had a Sunday race a few weeks ago that I was on for a top 5 and threw it away with 2 to go because I got on the throttle a little too quickly. And probably just like 2% too hard. And spun the car.
It's not much. It's a very, very fine line here. I've noticed that in this game. Here especially.
So we've made it to the final lap of this one. DJ has been cruising for most of the back half of this race. Constipated and Jacooks are the Ferrari is reeled in Constipated, and this could be a real battle for P2 over the next minute or so.
He might have a chance here. I'm looking at the batteries, and actually, no, I don't think he has a chance here.
So he's really used up battery to get to the rear.
Yeah.
Is he going to have enough? And really, there's only one boost zone on this track as well, so
he's going to have to get a run off of the last corner, I think. That might be his only chance.
Will coast his way back up the hill, heading up towards turn 13. Our leader already on that penultimate straight. We'll actually hop over to DJ real quick. Watch him go across the line. Great showing from DJ today, and it's going to pay off. He's going to get a well-earned, hard-earned victory. Constipated will hold off Cooks for P2, but oh yeah, with the time pen. I almost forgot about the time pen for DJ. That got pretty close after on the timing sheet. That was 8/10.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta say, man, like DJ's a really quick driver. Like, he's very fast. I mean, he took that 17 laps to bring it home, and he was still probably comfortably the fastest dude on the track. That's a big accomplishment. The
Some
shots
nice,
are constipated too.
yeah,
Like that.
great showing. Yeah, love constipation here.
Oh, yeah.
Jock Cooks, great drive.
Guess we figured the whole world to see.
Really good drive.
Wait for our last few drivers to come across the line. We've had 15 finishers. Time Pens made it really interesting in the midfield. Briars lost out on P9 by .02 seconds. Race kind of came apart for him near the end with that damage.
Yeah. I always wonder if that's wing damage or is that floor damage. But ultimately, getting him lost down portion killed the day.
DJ busted some moves there on the podium for us. An all-American podium.
Wow. I feel like shouldn't be that.
Hey Alexa, play the play the Star Spangled Banner on max volume, please. So DJ, race winner and also fastest lap getter. Driver of the day goes to Pickle Tickle. Gold Killer, most overtakes, which is I feel like I see this a lot. And Constipated named cleanest driver for this one. So those are awards there. I'm going to run through our results real quick. DJ, our winner, Constipated from pole, is P2. And Juck Cooks, all the way from P13, finishes P3. Master is 4th. Pickle Tickle 5th. Pixel Knight is 6th. And Spot Up Triples manages to climb up to 7th. Gold Killer is 8th. Heated Swag behind him. And Briars rounding out the top 10. Then we have Number, I'm Goofy, Rusty, Vinny, Uno Cinco, down to 15th. D. Collier, Keanu Kono is P17. And Grack is our lone DNF. Rough day for him. Oh. We lost Kitten Petter. I was going to ask him if he had a personal pick for driver of the day. I think I'm going to go with Cooks. I think I'm going to go with the Ferrari of Juck Cooks on his debut in PRL. A lot of really solid debuts. I hope these guys can stick around for a little bit, get into a good number of races. But I'm going to go... Oh, he's back. Just saying, Kid Petter, who is your driver of the day for this one? I think he's back, but only kind of back.
Can you hear me?
Oh, now I can hear you.
I did lag out again, so that's kind of where I've been at all day. DJ, obviously, that was a fantastic race out of him, and I think that's pretty scary as a Tier 2 driver to look at for the rest of the year. He can, if he can get it out in front and he can control races like that, gotta give it to DJ. But I also want to give a huge shout out for Jock Cooks, Constipated. Like there were a lot of dudes new to the league that
yeah, hopefully we get to see more of them. Help fill out some of these midweek 2 grids. 18 tonight. That's really solid. If we can keep it between 16, 18 every week, I'd say we're in a damn good place with having a second midweek tier. All right. Well, I think that's going to do it for us. This has been Performance Racing League Midweek Tier 2 action. I've been Hoop BK, and I've been joined by Kitten Petter. Thanks for joining me on the mic, and hopefully you'll have better luck next week with internet connection.
Anytime.
All right. Well, we'll talk to you all next week. Good night.